Well, holy. Rushton, Don, I was gonna steal some of your minutes, you jerks. I'm gonna make this as brief as I can, because obviously in my 600 square feet across the way, we're having a party later. They are with me, people. Some of them on my payroll, so we make them do that. You know, at the end of the day, what I've always said is if we look after the edges, the middle will look after itself. I left home with a dirty, stinking effing hockey bag. I can't say the full word, I know that. I had a little bit of personality, a lot of ambition. And then I looked over at my boyfriend and I said, if this is it, I'm gonna shoot myself. He was a really nice guy. So then on top of it, kids, I figured out, well, I guess I'm gay. What a resume. Woo! How do you like them lobsters, everybody? What a freaking resume. You know, I was sitting in my room today and, you know, I actually got a little bit emotional. Because when I started my business with the resume I just told you about, times were different. But one thing that I realized was, so was I. And I wanted to make my parents' lives so much different than how I grew up. We used to wait for my dad. Hi, handsome. He says I look like him. If you've watched Trading Up with Mandy Rennehan, he's the real star. Aren't you, Ida? Okay. But we used to watch for my mother's car to come up and see those Sobeys bags for groceries. That's how poor we were in westernized terms. And what I want to say to all the young people out there tonight is to say, when the world looks at what success does look like, my face was never supposed to be on it. But let me tell you, this city gave me everything I needed to go out in the world and kick its effing ass. Halifax was so beyond its years, even way back in its day. You know, I used to call all these contractors at night and say, my name's Mandy Rennehan, and I'm gonna come work for you for free. And we all remember, everybody that's got hair that's graying, that's when you could hang up on somebody and it felt effing great. They'd hang up on me. And I'd call them back and I'd say, my name is Mandy Rennehan, and you're really gonna like me. And I will add value. They never said no. And from that moment on, I did 2 or 3 jobs and my name spread like a bad fart across the friggin' Maritimes, and here I am today. Did I ever tell you young people that comedy goes good with business? There's a chapter in my book that HarperCollins wouldn't let me have, and it was called Corporate Constipation. By the love of Jesus, can we stop this, please? The other thing that I want to say is thank you to everybody in Halifax. My friend over in that beautiful dress here, she is hiding. Hello. Hi. Okay. But one of the things that I want to say to everybody in this room is that business was not something that I sought out to do. It found me. And when people ask me all the time what made me what I am today, I said I'm a maritimer. That's all I left home with, because I left home with just a grade 12 education. And apparently there's a beautiful blonde sitting at that table over there, Mary. Apparently I'm a doctor at a few levels. I got 2 doctorate degrees in the last 5 years. And I showed up and I said, how do you like them effing out lobsters, everybody? Dr. Bear. The point is that when we look at success, nobody would have ever said that a young girl from Yarmouth would turn out to be this. And what this represents to me is not about me. It's about the fact that I've never believed in segregation. I've always believed in love, period. And I left home to make my parents a better life. I buy that young fella down there a new truck every 3 years, and it's the most painful process of my life. We didn't come from money. I didn't have any special last name. But what I had was better. Ida, please stand up. You jerk. The second thing I want to say to all the young people out there today is that you can read all the books you want. But what I reminisced about looking out my window today was how many times I had my teeth kicked in, and they grew back straighter and whiter every time. The scars that I have on my body of entrepreneurship are those that probably nobody wants to see me with my clothes on. Off. That's what I meant to say. You get the gif. The point is that easy was never going to be a route that was made for me, because easy does not build character. Character builds progress, and progress builds this word that we keep talking about called diversity. At my company, Freshco, not that damn grocery store, don't even get me started. We have a tagline that sits on the front of our door, and it's called, "We believe in talent, period." Let's never, ever, ever, ever make diversity and inclusion complicated. Let's make it very clear, everybody. Let's make it very clear that talent comes in all different sizes, shapes, and everything else in between. And I am a perfect example of that. But the other thing I'm going to say in closing is that one of the bits of advice that I would say to all the young people out there while you go out to what I call Potland Road, which is what a business can be. There's nothing more beautiful. I've built beautiful and many, many things in my life. But one of the honors I've had in my life was building people. There is nothing in the world that's better. Is it the biggest pain in my ass right now? Yes, it is. Yes, it is. But more so, I would say, pick the right partner. Lauren Ferraro, please stand up. The fact of the matter is that when you live with an entrepreneur, we have a thing in our house called, "Please tolerate me today." It works. Lauren has tolerated a lot in my world because it's hectic and it's hellish. And if anybody tells you any different, they're lying to you. Because today we're living in a world of that emotion that we've let loose called mental health. It's a good thing. But now we need to know how to navigate that. And so I will say to my partner, Thank you for freaking tolerating my pain in the arse every day. And for everybody else out there, I just want to say to you, it's so nice to be home and swearing in your presence under this award. Thank you.